Hello, beautiful Leo. How are you? I hope you're doing fantastic. This is your July 2024 tarot reading. I am Elena Valdez, and I am stoked to be here, but a little like, wow, it's already July. We're halfway through this year. Halfway through this year. Anyhow, beautiful Leo, this is your July 2024 tarot reading. We're going to get right into it. And we are going to start with your potential challenge here in the month of July. And then we'll move into your opportunity for joy, as well as some advice. We'll end with an oracle card, and we will also pull a yes or no card for a question that you need a yes or no answer to. So start thinking about what you want to ask at the end of the reading. Set it aside, and we'll come back to it. All right, Leo, let's do this. Beautiful Leo, the potential challenge for Leo here in July. We've got the Four of Materials, the Seven of Inspiration, and the Emperor. All right, so Leo, out of the gate, I am already getting the sense here with the Seven of Inspiration, smack in the middle of the Four of Materials and the Emperor. You are pushing hard. There is something here that you're working on. Already, this is feeling like a purpose-driven read. I'm not getting any feeling yet of romantic or relationship, but who knows? We'll open it up and we'll see, okay? But as of right now, Leo, the energy that's coming towards me with these cards is the energy of really, you're really pushing hard and pushing through, completing some kind of objective that you've been focused on here. And it's definitely has something to do with potentially income or an opportunity for an increase in finances, and some opportunity with you leading and being maybe like the trendsetter in something. So whatever it is that you've created or whatever it is you're working on is something that will create either more layers of financial stability, but more than financial stability, and this is what I think you're pushing through, Leo. I think this is what you're, I don't want to say obstacle, but it does feel a bit like an obstacle, like you're pushing through. It's almost like you're pushing through lots of red tape, lots of bureaucracy, right? Rules. It's like you're going through like a check mark of rules. So whatever it is you're doing, maybe it's at your workplace that you have to get approval of some sort, or if it's not work, let's say, for example, because I'm getting this very, very clearly for some of you. Let's say, for example, it's about building roots by buying property or moving into a new location, that kind of thing. It's like you're having to meet some check marks. You're having to meet some bureaucracy. You're having to meet some kind of like requirements is what I'm getting. And the requirements are all around funding. This is about funding. This is about creating whatever idea you have and making it more tangible and concrete. I feel like the obstacle that you have is convincing. It's like there are other people involved here who are either involved with the funding. So for some of you, this is going to have to do with if you're looking for investors for some kind of venture that you're getting into, that's a part of this process. Others of you who are purchasing property, you're dealing with loans and all of that. And in terms of like your businesses, like getting the funding together, it's like it feels like you're really working hard and you're moving through it nicely here, but with a lot of effort. It is about you leading something though, or being the captain of your ship, if you will. Like there's something about this energy that's very much rooted in you creating something that will stabilize, but more than, I'm getting more than stabilizing and more than financial, it's about making you a leader in something, Leo. So it's like you taking the charge in something, being the first to do something, and being very firm and consistent and focused with the Emperor here. But the Emperor is playing dual role here. And on one side, it's you, it's the tenacity and the discipline and the focus that you have here with this objective that you're trying to reach. But on the other hand, it also represents opponents or people who are placing these rules or requirements or approvals necessary on you during this time frame. All right, so let's move into what the opportunity for you. So basically, it looks like you're working on something, Leo, that means a lot to you, that's taking a lot of effort. For some of you, this is even about physical effort, like literally physical effort. Like there's something you're preparing for, that you're physically putting your body through some kind of efforting to get there. All right, so let's see what your opportunity for joy is, beautiful Leo. My gorgeous lions and lionesses. All right. What is your opportunity for joy, regardless of all this pushing through and all of that? Ooh, Page of Emotions, Knight of Materials, Five of Inspiration. Okay, loves. Whatever this is, whatever this objective is, whatever you're working on is definitely heart-driven. It's definitely something that you feel very much connected to, aligned to, and aligned with. It's definitely something that is pulling on your heart chakra and sacral and solar chakras as well with this imagery. If you can see, there's like right above her solar plexus here. Actually, it's below her solar plexus, above her sacral chakra, there's like an opening to like another world of possibilities and potential for love and inspiration and fulfillment, okay? And this project that you're slowly moving towards with the Knight of Materials here and working alongside other people, it's something that is literally being birthed out of you. Like there's something about it. And if it's not something that you are creating from scratch from you, if this is not an idea that came from you, Leo, it's definitely something that you started to feel as if it's part of you. And now that you've embodied this, it's like you're moving it forward to become more concrete with the Knight of Materials, because the Knight of Materials takes the tangible and begins the execution of the tangible. But this, the execution of the tangible that's taking place, is also connected to your heart and your emotion and your inspiration and your creativity with the Page of Emotions. You will be working with other people, or you will need to work with other people with this project. And for some of you, it feels like there's a call here, Leo, that regardless of what opposition you face, because there is an obstacle that you're pushing through here, like I said earlier, but there's also some more varying of opinions, opposition potentially, or maybe like you have a creative idea or a specific idea of how something should go, but either the experts or other people who are a part of this project kind of want to tug it this way or that way. And your opportunity for joy is to trust that your baby, whatever this is, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever, for some of you is something physical. I'm getting something physical for some of you. For others of you, it's real estate, it's material in nature, like literally, I'm even feeling soil, like literally material in nature. Some of you are creating something physical. And it will require you to work with other people. And the opportunity for joy here for you is continuing to move forward with this project and other people, even if the opinions are varying, and allowing yourself to trust. There's a lot of trust here with this Knight of Materials, okay? A lot of trust, like taking your baby, your emotional thing that you're working on, and trusting others that they'll get your vision. That's what it is. It's trusting others that they will get and understand your vision. And whatever format this is, for some of you, it's not so creative. For some of you, it may be a little bit more cerebral, right? Depending on where you are in your journey. But in any case, it is about something that you are trying to push forward. And that is very unique in nature because it represents you, your energy, what you believe in, what you know, your wisdom, your creative, right? All right. Now, with that said, let's move into advice. Let's move this over here. What is the advice we have here for our beautiful Leos regarding this matter? Let's see. Beautiful Leo. The Ace of Emotions. Allow yourself to feel. Trust, move forward with the Three of Inspiration. Wow, you have a lot. There's a lot of water. This water and fire here. There's a lot of emphasis. There's a lot of emphasis here on creativity, emotional satisfaction. It's like you're pouring. You know what this feels like? Here, you have the Ace of Emotions, which is new opportunity to feel emotion, new opportunity to share your heart, your senses, the Seven of Emotions, which is all the options in that matter, and the Three of Inspiration, which is about moving forward with that inspiration, that creativity, whatever it is that you're creating, pushing it forward, basically. But here's the thing. Because you are so what I'm getting here is that there is an emotional attachment to this objective, this project, this thing, whatever it is, that you want to make sure, beautiful Leo, that you're not so attached to it emotionally. You know, it's kind of like when you're ready to sell a home, and I don't know, that's just an example that's coming up. You're ready to sell a home or a car, and the time has come. You've outgrown it. It's time to move to the next phase. The next house is going to be even better neighborhood, more beautiful. The next car is going to be better. The next career, the next person, whatever. But because you've put so much time and effort in the previous thing, it's like we become emotionally bound to that thing because we're still attached to it. So even though there's something in front that's better, bigger, higher vibration, whatever, it feels like whatever you're moving towards, you're still holding on. So it's almost like putting your house on the market, but you still leave things in the house that are very emotional, right? So then other people pick up on that energy and they're almost like, well, do we want to disrupt that? Do we want to take away her home because she clearly or he clearly loves it so much? Do we really want to do that? So this is kind of like a heads up to being very aware in whatever this thing that it is that you're working on here in July, beautiful, being very aware that you're not blocking the next evolution of its phase by holding on to the beginning phase of it, if that makes sense, right? So it's kind of like, let's say you're in a project and it's time to move on to phase 3, which is like the marketing part of it, the boring part of it, but you're still so focused on phase 1, which is just the creativity part of it. And you're not able to get out of that space to move it to the next phase, that could be a problem because it's almost like our ego and our emotion and our heart gets attached to it, right? So the way we don't want to market it because we don't want to hurt the baby that we created. We don't want it to go to college because we raised this beautiful being and now they're going to go away, because we're attached emotionally and our ego is somehow also attached to it. So here what I'm getting with this energy, Leo, is that you want to be able to move forward to the next thing and expand and grow, okay? But there's a potential for you to be stuck here in July with what it was before. For some of you, it is a child that needs to move to their next phase, and you're like, your emotional attachment to them and your, mama and papa bear connection and attachment is kind of like almost making them feel guilty about moving forward. So that energy, that type of energy is what I'm talking about, Leo. And that can apply in many facets because you're all different here, right? So for some of you, this is maybe a relationship. Maybe you have a person who is ready to move on to a next phase in their career, but it's going to mean that their life is going to be a little bit different, which means it's going to affect your life. You're going to see them less and you want to hold them back, not because you don't care about them, the opposite, because you're so attached to them heart space wise, right? So for a lot of you, this is a project, something you're working on. And so the advice here, beautiful Leo, is not to hold on to it so tightly that you lose sight of the next phase and the next space of evolution for the thing that you're working on right now. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So with that said, we are going to move into, I'm going to pull one oracle card for you from the Sacred Creators Oracle, one of my favorites, probably my favorite, actually, the favorite. And we'll see what message we have here for you. Congratulations. I feel like I have to say, I need to say congratulations because some of you, this is about a project that was not even in existence a year ago, or a possibility that wasn't even a possibility a year ago that you've manifested. So it's not small what I'm picking up. All right, so the Oracle, actually, let me do it like this. Spirit, what is the most important message that Leo needs to hear from this particular Oracle deck? What is the most important message at this time that Leo needs to hear at this time of the reading? Oh, you got two. Magic happens when you most expect it. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. I love this one. Look at it. Magic happens when you most expect it. I'm going to quickly read the essential meanings of this. The number is 44. Okay, let's see. A powerful sacred creator. The potential to call your dreams into reality, the awakening of forgotten energies, the subtle shifts of your physical world as your mindset changes, the mysterious will of Source, the divine, your subconscious mind, finding and following the signs. Yeah, there is something here that you've manifested that I'm telling you, I feel strongly. Whatever this is about, it's something that was not even in existence even a year ago. All right, so let's think about that question that you have, and I will pull a yes or no answer for you. A yes or no answer for you. Let's see. Is it a yes or is it a no for a beautiful Leo? Is it a yes or is it a no? Beautiful Leo, it's a no. And the reason that it's a no, beautiful Leo, is because there is still some transition and transformation and rebirth that needs to take place in the area or the question, the topic that you asked. That's why it's a no. All right, gorgeous. Also, I need to tell you that this card is associated with Scorpio. And for some of you, that's important. You need to know that for whatever reason, because it might be the question you're asking may be connected to a Scorpio. All right, beautiful. I hope this was helpful. And I have already posted, all the mid-months from previous month, as well as the cross-watcher reads. And if you haven't done so already and you like this content, please subscribe, comment, like, and I hope to find you here again next month or other readings. Bye.